All right, today we're jumping into a really simple but wow, incredibly powerful story. It's all about why the real force for change in your life might not be what you think it is. Let's get right into it.
I mean, come on, we've all been there, right? You're staring at some challenge and it just feels impossibly big, impossibly steep. Well, that feeling, that exact moment of being totally overwhelmed is where our story kicks off today. So, to set the scene, we're on a mountain. You know, it's a classic setting for a big struggle and, if you're lucky, a big revelation. And it's here, in this huge, intimidating landscape, that one tiny little detail is going to change everything.
So I want you to picture this. There's a woman, and she is at her absolute lowest point. She feels completely defeated, she's exhausted, and she is just about to give up on something she has poured her entire heart and soul into.
And what's the source of all this struggle? A failed business. All that hard work, the dreams, the money, it all feels like it's just crumbled away to nothing, leaving her feeling totally hopeless. Right at that moment, just as she's ready to pack it all in, she happens to meet an old mountain climber. You know, someone who spent a lifetime getting to know obstacles and what it really takes to get past them. And here's the thing, this climber, he doesn't give her a big speech or some easy advice. Nope. Instead, he shares a lesson in perspective, using two very, very different forces of nature, a rock and a sprout. He just points to something right there on the ground and tells her to look, but not just glance at it, to really look. He wants her to see past the obvious, to notice this quiet little drama that's happening right in front of them.
And there it is, a tiny, almost fragile-looking green sprout, just relentlessly pushing its way up through a hairline crack in this huge solid boulder. It seems impossible, right? So this image just breaks it down perfectly. You've got these two forces at work. On one side, there's the rock. That's your obstacle. It's massive, it's intimidating, and it feels like it's never gonna move. But then, you've got the sprout. And the sprout, that's your will. It looks small, maybe even fragile, but its most important quality? It is persistent. And notice, it's not trying to smash the rock or fight it head on. It's just finding a way to keep growing. And this one little observation, this simple image, leads to the climber's main lesson. It's a huge insight that completely reframes the whole idea of what it means to struggle. It's about redefining the word strength itself. And the climber just says it perfectly. Your strength is not measured by the size of the obstacle, but by your refusal to stop growing. Just let that sink in for a second. It completely shifts your focus, doesn't it? It's not about how big your problem is, it's about how consistent your progress is, even if it's just a tiny bit at a time. So here's the key takeaway. We often think strength is about brute force, having the power to just shatter our obstacles. But what this story shows us is that true strength, real resilience, is actually quiet persistence. It's the simple decision to just keep growing, day in and day out.
Okay, so it's a fantastic story, but the real question is, how do we actually use it? Let's take this beautiful metaphor and turn it into a practical tool you can apply to your own life, like right now. It's a really simple three-step model. First step, name your rock. What is that huge, unmovable feeling obstacle in your life right now? A career problem? A personal goal? Just give it a name. Okay, step two, find your sprout. Where is that small, persistent part of you that just keeps trying, that keeps showing up? Acknowledge it. And finally, step three is all about where you put your energy. Focus on the growth. Stop wasting all your effort trying to fight the rock. Instead, pour all of that energy into nurturing your sprout. Just ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do today to help it grow? And that leaves us with one last really powerful question to think about. What if our obstacles aren't roadblocks at all? What if they are the very things that create the space we need to grow?